Hey guys, 22 Plinkster here. In front of me, I have another air gun to show you guys. I've been getting into air guns the past couple of months, and Airgun Depot sent me this one to do a video on, and I've been shooting this one probably about a month and a half, 2 months now. This particular rifle is the FX Streamline. This is their entry-level rifle. Now, entry-level doesn't mean inexpensive. If you're familiar with FX, you know that they make some really, really good products, and they are up in price range, okay? They're for your very, very serious airgun shooters. This rifle, even though it's their entry-level rifle, there's no exception there. The retail price on these rifles are around $1,000, but you get a lot of cool features for $1,000, and you do not suffer any accuracy whatsoever. These things will just drive nails. Now, this particular rifle is a 22 caliber. And it's one of the cool things that you can do with this setup is change, there's 3 different kind of settings on it that you can increase or decrease the pellet speed. You can set it on the very lowest, so if you're out going to be doing a lot of shooting just at 10 cans or whatever have you, you can set it at the lowest and you can get a lot of shots on a fill up. Now, if you're small game hunting, such as rabbits or squirrel or anything like that, you can pump up the velocity and you can achieve close to 900 feet per second shooting a 22 caliber pellet. Before we start shooting it, let me go over a few details. Now, it does take a 11 round rotary magazine, okay, that you insert here, and it loads just like the FX Wildcat. You know, you have to pull this lever back, push another pellet in there, and you're good to go. I am sporting a Hawk Vantage. This is a 6x24, I believe. Yeah, 6x24x40. And the cool thing, they designed these rifles that you can actually use medium rings. You don't have to go with the high rings, so you can get a really good cheek weld on the rifle. And, you know, I'm glad they went with that. So also, you may see a suppressor on the end of this air gun. Now, air guns are usually quiet anyways, especially when it's 177 or 22 caliber. But when you're hunting, you want to be very, very quiet, especially if you have a lot of game in the area. This suppressor does not come on this rifle. You can buy it separate from FX, but it turns this rifle just into a small whisper. One good thing about the Streamline is that when you pick up this rifle, it doesn't feel like an air gun. It feels like a real rifle. You know, with the solid walnut stock, you know, they put a lot of detail in this setup. You know, it's got good deep checkering, both on the forearm grip and also on the pistol grip part of this rifle. The Monte Carlo sits up great. You can get a good cheek weld, but I've got a target set up down there at 50 yards. Let's see what kind of group we can get with this setup at 50 yards. And we've got some wind out here today, but hopefully I can time my shots between the wind gust. Now we're going to go for groups, guys, not bullseye. That one's in there pretty good. Just touching the second one. I think that one went in the same hole as the first one. That one hit just a tad high. That is pretty much a jagged hole at 50 yards. One more shot. Yep, I'm just making that hole just a little bit larger every time I shoot. Like I said before, you really can't beat the accuracy with an FX air gun. All right, I retrieved my target down range at 50 yards. And as you can see, that is pretty much, I don't know if you can see it or not, that's pretty much a jagged hole at 50 yards. Any of my setups, if I can put a jagged hole at 50 yards, I will be happy with. Now let me explain something. This is not a toy. This is a hunting rifle, hunting air gun. You know, I'm taking a 22 caliber pellet. It's a little over 15 grains, and I am pushing it at almost 900 feet per second. By no means is this a toy. There for a long time, I thought of BB guns or air guns as toys. This is not a toy. This is, you know, this is a precision shooting piece of equipment. Now, just like the FX Wildcat that I did a review on, the Streamline also has the smooth twist barrel. Now, from here to here, it's smoothbore, just like a shotgun. Only the last section of the barrel actually has the smooth twist, the rifling in it. And how they do that is from a cold bore, they put it on a machine and twist that. That gives you those perfect rifling inside of the barrel, and that is what gives this setup a very accurate shot after shot after shot. Now, my final thoughts on the FX Streamline. Yes, it is $1,000. But for you serious airgun guys, or if you're just starting to get into airgun, now, you know, I get a lot of questions about firearms. Should I, you know, the questions being, should I spend the $300 on this pistol or this rifle, or should I just go ahead and bite the bullet and buy one that shoots really, really well for about $800 to $1,000? And I always tell them, hey, if you can save up in just a couple of months, go ahead and just buy it one time. Buy something that will be extremely accurate, extremely reliable, and that you can actually have a lot of fun with. Not that you can't have fun with a $300 rifle by no means, but if you want something really, really nice and something to impress all your friends, you know, the FX Streamline would be the way to go. Now, I wanted to do some 100-yard shooting with this setup. It's just not going to happen. It's still February of me making this video in Tennessee, and it's windy. I'm getting, you know, 15-mile-an-hour crosswinds, and if you've ever shot a pellet rifle at long distances, you know good and well that that wind affects the accuracy big time, because the wind's just swirling where I'm at right now. We try to do some stuff and it just won't happen. But I may make some videos with this particular setup this summer on a good calm day, and I can show you and I can promise you this rifle will perform very well at long ranges. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below, or you can go over to my Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram and ask them there. And until next time, y'all be safe and keep blinking.